Mr. Sung Jin-woo. So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this, I'm adding a charge because what the bro? So without further ado, the Jin-woo
trials. Round table or bust?
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a little context on Mr. Jin-woo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop. Highest ranked niggas in the game. These are your one above alls, radiants, challengers, and basically any other highest rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass. In showers, never heard of them. Clear example, look at Fine right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty ass.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like shit.
And then it goes from A rank to B, C, D, and E. And Jin-woo was a f***ing
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
This nigga was trash. He sucked! Hot ass, buns. And what made it worse, he was a DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there.
You're locked
There's
into
no
it,
leveling
bro.
up. You are hard
That would suck.
So this man, Jin-woo, was
What kind of
hard
life is
stuck
that?
bronze 3. And he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had
Imagine you could just never grow in life. Like, imagine that. Imagine you were actually just born how you are, gang. I would cry every day of my life. Like, what do you mean? I can't change. I can't get stronger. I can't learn nothing. I'm just like this. What I was given is what I'm given.
sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jin-woo's here? Ah, shit, this gonna be a walk in the park, man. This nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine number 1 because that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know her fucking name. She out here having to heal
I
this
actually don't know her name either.
24/7 because he's struggling with a fucking goblin. She looking at this nigga every time like, Jin-woo, you gotta stop this shit. I'm having to pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid.
Jamie, thank you for the freaking gifted. Thank you for the gifted.
And the reason why bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Nigga was a trash ass hunter, mama in a coma, and his dad went to go get fucking milk. Backstory so tragic you would think Oda wrote this. Now I'm gonna speedrun.
Nah, that backstory was actually mad weak. It was like the typical like, oh, somebody's sick in the hospital ass backstory. Actually lame, gang. I was like, bro, that's all you giving us? It was actually like, we could have done more. We could have done more.
Changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen.
I just got wet.
Him and his party found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone, stepping on bitches, Aaron Yeager style, getting split in half and Swiss cheese like
nah, this one gets peaked though.
Brutal. And
this one gets peaked. You're like, yo, what?
Himself so
this nigga's nice.
Leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most brutal way ever. But luckily for Jin-woo, this was all a test by the mysterious system. And Jin-woo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level up. He could finally get out of bronze. He was not destined to be a trash nigga anymore. He turned in to Himothy. Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole party and struggle to beat. The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Only difference is a nigga ain't go bald. And he ended up building a Greek god physique in like days. So now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf. This man Jin-woo caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses. Talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first example of this is this bum-ass six-stack. These scheming niggas was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So they got Jin-woo and this trust fund bum-ass, I got all this gear for nothing, Nepo baby Jin-woo. Like, don't get me wrong.
Come on, bro. He's a nice guy.
You can't tell me this nigga ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to steal the ass. Like, this nigga sucks, but he's got some of the best equipment on the market. If this don't screams daddy's money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when Jin-woo met up with this 6-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dong-suk, and he explained to Jin-woo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Hwang Dong-suk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, Jin-woo picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Not a single healer in sight. And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon?
Fishy.
Is what Jin-woo knew. 4 C ranks and 2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight. GG no hills, this is cooked. So later on, they enter the dungeon, and Jin-woo is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming 6-stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dong-suk told old boy right here, hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. Jin-woo and Jin-ho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment, capiche?
Huh?
True scammers, bro. And if I'm not gonna lie, if I was Jin-woo, I would have fell right into the trap, bro. I would have felt right. I would have been one of the dead people that have gone to the dungeons with them. For sure. I'd be like, oh yeah, no problem. I'll stay here, wait. I'll start mining. I'll get it early so we can get out fast. But I have my shit cooked, man. Who can you trust, bro? It's like that time I got scammed on Facebook Marketplace from that freaking Nigerian named Anna. I never forget you, Anna. I'm getting my $90 back. If you see this, just know, I'll never forget you, Anna.
So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this 6-stack is a bunch of con men crooks, because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know.
They didn't know about my boy.
Holding their bags was a Smurf of doom. Jin-woo cooked this spider in a minute tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing to the thing. He's butchering that nigga. You know, trust fund baby looking at bro like,
this nigga's a monster.
Who was this demon on
Did he lie?
He just cooked the boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags. He said, hey, bro, let me carry your You're the boss, right?
Can you be my master?
You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired.
Don't kill me.
Sure. Drink it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich mother became his biggest glazer. So then later on, the scheming 6-stack come back. And they were surprised the boss is dead. So bro told him,
we already knew he was gonna be him, man.
And we'll let you live. But Jin-ho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. He might around kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jin-woo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells
that's a good point, Aquatic.
Kill these. All 6 of them.
Like, what?
Boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting Jin-woo and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That just tickled the bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month, but that little massage that you just gave me finally fixed it. So allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the f? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jin-woo and was like, let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum-ass E-rank, bronze 3. What the f you gonna do to us, huh?
Let me show you. Sing! Crazy, nigga. Crazy, nigga.
No emotion, just decapitates this man. Niggas is shocked. They like, nani? How the hell did an E rank just kill a D rank? In Huang Dong's.
You know what I think, bro? I think Sung is gonna turn into like a demon by the end. Right? Obviously, our manga fans already know what happens. Don't tell us. But I think he's gonna lose all of his like human morality and turn into just a freaking monster from leveling up so much and just, I don't even know, maybe turn on everyone. Learns that he's a demon. Maybe some crazy shit happened to him. Like, I think that's how it goes, man. It just feels like that.
Suknu. Oh my god. This isn't an E rank. This is a Smurf of Doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use. Look at this, he flash steps, bro. And just shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh, boy, with a swing, misses. Knife to the gut.
Looking like my boy Minato out there.
Piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made these dudes' deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down.
Double kill.
Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for and he like,
Yo, what the f is this bullshit?
so Jin-woo easily kills his bum ass. And then look at the mage. He tries to hit bro with a fireball. Instant flash step. He takes a knife to the booty hole. Pause.
Kill.
Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off of that, this man that caused 5 bodies, but he wasn't done. Cause he still had to deal with old boy. And he was mad as hell. He was like, you Smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back. Because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack him, but Woo speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy, you're right where you belong. Just another scrub stuck in Elo.
Jesus.
Bum. In
Jesus!
Time, old boy started rethinking his whole life. He even started begging the bro like, oh,
please,
hear me out, bro. Listen,
please, my brother.
Dual Q of hell. Me, you, we'll be unstoppable.
You are a worthless ass nigga.
Real shit.
What are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself.
Please hard carry me. I swear to God, out.
Quintuple kill.
This man just wiped the whole team. Dropped off
dude.
all 6 of them, sent them back to the lobby. But these were not the only human bodies Wu called oh no. Because the next victim on this man's list was Mr. Taeshik Kong. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened, Jin-woo was on a raid with his old crew, with old Nick and Fang. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll—
Man, these fights were actually peak, dude. It's really what saves the show, chat. The fights, man, if you haven't seen Solo Leveling, I would just say watch it for the fight scenes, bro, because it'll really lock you in. Oh my gosh. It'll really lock you in.
Time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kang. But Mr. Taeshik was raid. They had some prisoners with his old crew, with old Nick and Fang. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kang. But Mr. Taeshik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners, and the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible. So the father paid Taeshik to kill these dudes, and that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it.
Facts.
However, what
started
was
booming
not
other
deserved
niggas.
is what happened to these 2.
That's what I'm
sadly
saying.
For them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. They saw old boy boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did? He kills old boy and the old nigga. Then when Jin-woo and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried to sneak them until Jin-woo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this.
He always saving the ladies, though. He always doing it with the most ill aura. Come in last second. Don't you dare touch her. Huh? Don't you dare touch my shorty. He be there. Look like you? I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Some people would call you a simp. But me, I would call you a real nigga. I would call you a real nigga. You feel me? That's aura. Takes an aura type of nigga to know a nigga who's got aura, you feel me?
This crackhead tried to sneak them until Jin-woo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, oh yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your back line and kill your healer? I mean, you're not gonna protect a poor. And my God, this is Jin-woo's first offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga. So Unk told Jin-woo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now, Kang was a B rank hunter, and Unk was a C rank hunter.
Like, what are we even doing here?
Unk has one arm. And
like, what are we doing?
Well, usually, characters with one arm are usually strong. Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built like Shanks. This is just a regular nigga with one arm. So, Woo, why the fuck did you?
How come my boy put Sasuke up on the screen and I got emotional? I almost started crying, like tearing up for no reason. Like,
clearly whoop that nigga ass. So Unk told Jin-woo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now, Kang was a B rank hunter, and Unk was a C rank hunter. And also, you can't forget, Unk has one arm. And before one of y'all say, well, usually characters with one arm are usually strong.
look at him.
Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built like Shanks. This is just a regular nigga with one arm. So, Woo, why the fuck did you let Unk fight this nigga?
He did pretty well, though.
Read your opponent so you could download him to beat him later. Like, nigga, you could download his while fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Unk get that whooped. You got fine over here falling to her knees, panicking for her lifeline. Oh my God, we're gonna die. You literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off blood to keep Virgil. So
Oh shit! Oh, Virgil is crazy. Virgil, nah, he did get good. That was well done.
By a judgment cut. Nigga popping off blood to keep Virgil. So when OG was about to die, Jin-woo finally
Real
decided to
shit.
save this man. But I don't care. Too little, too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jin-woo special. Watching this nigga get his be just so you could pull up Cody. Fucking serial ore farmer, bro. Now, Tae-Shi Kong wasn't an idiot like the six tag. This man knew off the rip. He ranked my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this, right? Now, this fight for Jin-woo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when Jin-woo got that notification and the system said once again, lock the f in and boom this nigga or I'm stopping your heart. So this man started hitting the
Shit.
Goku hop, loosening up the bones and muscles to whoop this nigga ass.
It's like, nigga.
Jin-woo blitzes bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that
Sheesh.
shit was stunned. He was like, holy shit, was this just warming up? Indeed he was. And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face because Jin-woo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jin-woo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But Tae-Shi ends up using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he ends up slicing Woo in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter,
Oh my God, the razor scooter, crazy.
Jin-woo just took. And that man
Oh my, yo, I felt like that was a one man thing. Only one nigga been hit in the ankle with a razor scooter, and it's just me. Everyone's felt that pain? Cause that's a serious pain that we don't talk about enough. That's a serious pain, man. You know how many times I freaking slam my scooter down like, fuck this. Fuck this. God, that scooter, man. God, that scooter. You never experienced the ankle hit from the razor scooter? I don't think you've experienced childhood, gang. If you've never, you might not even experience childhood.
Casey was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healer. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are. But Jin-woo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him,
Born again!
what? Bro, just look at his face, man. He knew it was
I don't
over.
need a healer,
He can
buddy.
heal himself.
I am the healer.
He has a spare healer in his back line. It's over. At this point, just vote to surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with. So it was all over. Jin-woo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. And before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the
Bro,
lights
put him
went
in the
out was this man
genjutsu.
Woo or farming over his body. I don't
Tell me you don't like Itachi right here, bro.
He knew it. He had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was this man.
Tell me this is not Itachi right here, bro. My boy is stealing Itachi's game. I ain't mad at it, but I just want to make sure you're giving credit to the original artist of the aura. Continue.
Woo or farming over his body. I don't know what's worse. Getting teabagged or or farming over my dead body. But with that being said, his Kong became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the Smurf of Doom, the Jin-woo trials. Y'all right, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B, scrapping with a Souls boss. Now, this man Jin-woo is not new to fighting crazy dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale. That is insane. But there was one boss that put so much belt to on this nigga. It low-key made him
this is big.
shit. And it
This
was
is a
none
fight.
other than the 7-foot big-bodied Egress the Blood Red. Look like he just jumped out of Dark Souls 3. Had this man Jin-woo sweating bullets off the rip. And this was the ultimate test for Jin-woo. Egress looked at bro and said, "Are you a real nigga or are you a phony nigga? I'm God, bitch boy." Speed blitzes Jin-woo, and just from the
Fucking
first strike,
pace on that nigga is
he's
insane.
not playing with bro. Then he strikes again, and Jin-woo blocked it. But that strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room. And 1 second later, he's already on his ass. Didn't even give this man a chance to breathe. And by God, Jin-woo was trying everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Egress had Ultra Instinct. But Jin-woo was finally able to land a hit, but it did no damage. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jin-woo was lost, couldn't do nothing. He been fighting the mother for 2 minutes and not even.
What a fight, dude. To be honest, King, I've already beaten all the Naruto Ninja Storm games. My brother had them, so I've already beaten them all, like, and played them all. I tried playing them on chat, but chat wasn't familiar, so I'm not geeked. I've already played them. Egress the GOAT, dude. This is that best nigga in his army for sure. Yeah, best nigga in his army for sure.
An inch of health is gone. So Jin-woo's blade could basically do nothing. These stats were not doing it. Bro was insanely underleveled. So Jin-woo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Egress being a gentle,
yeah, you're right.
decided,
Yeah,
we throwing hands.
we didn't get there though.
Like you, little
Fair
nigga.
enough.
All right, let's throw hands then. Bro was already winning the fight, but decided to come down to his level and throw hands with him. This man is a demon. And Egress wasted no time. Bro stood there in aura farm for 2 seconds. Then boom! With the snap of a finger, plants this man in the ground. Punch was so fast, it was unreactable. And it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room.
Jesus!
Then hawked him down to hit this boy with the humbling this man to a pope in the wall. And I tell you, boy, Jin-woo was trying his hardest, but he could not land a single hit. Egress had perfect defense. But while Jin-woo was getting ragdolled, he ended up finding an opening. And he ends up bicycle kicking this in the neck. And he finally took some health off. But this kick enraged Egress. Bro said f it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling and dribbling this man like a basketball. Look at this in slow motion. Uppercut to the gut, then to the back, while making him flip mid-punch. Then another 2-piece combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball Hammer Fist Slam. Then sends him flying with the haymaker. And dog, at this point, it just looked like Egress was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas. Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag, then threw him across the room again. And look how he just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Egress walked up to him like,
Come on, ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a.
So Egress uses the Force to call his greatsword and swings at Jin-woo. But Jin-woo enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye, finally doing some damage to this man.
There we
and this
go.
is when Jin-woo just awoke that dog in him. He ended up pushing bro all
like
the
me
way
out
to
there.
the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's
Let's
throat
go.
and said, nah, I'm not done yet.
Give me that head game.
Motherfucker in there deep. Pause. But look
No
at
pause. Unpause.
the animation changed. Shoved it in his throat again. Pause.
Unpause.
This insane lock
Gag on my shit.
gave him the upper hand in
It's a good win right there. That's a good win right there. I have nothing but the dog in me, Parasite. All I got is dog in me. Huh? Unpause.
slaying a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, insane work. Beat a Souls boss IRL and on the first try too. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try, but bro proved that he was Himothy just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work. Y'all ain't even let the nigga heal. The Jin-woo
Trials.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody getting they beat when you should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we still got Exhibit C, D, and E to go with trial 2. So, will Jin-woo make the round? Will this stat line get even more ridiculous? Spoiler. Yes.